Hello agents, and welcome to another video all about Division 2. Lately I've seen a surge of new players and streamers to Division 2, and there are several things I'm seeing which seem odd. So I thought I would do a quick video on a few tips or helpful pointers for new players. Now these will be counting backwards from 10, and I do apologise for the lengthier video. I don't really like doing lengthy videos unless it's one of my really terrible playthroughs, but I've got a lot to get through. So, in at number 10, don't worry about builds yet. Not until you at least reach the world tier system. Honestly, just equip the highest defense value / level. The weapons you get throughout the game, or the playthrough of the story, will give you more than enough damage to deal with the enemies within the story, so just focus on getting yourself through the game and into the end game grind. Number 9. Try every weapon. Admittedly, there is a meta within Division 2, however this is constantly changing due to continuous title updates, patches, buffs, nerfs. So try them all, see what you like. You never know, you might stumble across something that is stupidly good and no one else knows about it. Number 8. Try each weapon within each weapon type. Now this holds mostly true for each weapon type, however there are some weapon types that are just very limited to a point of where it actually hurts. LMG and marksman rifle are probably the two best contenders for this. Within the LMG branch, the black market or military M60 and the pestilence are currently, at least, pestilence got a hell of a buff. But still, they are so far above the other LMGs that they are not even really worth thinking about. And it's kind of sad because some of them are actually potentially very good. It's just the aforementioned are just that much better. Within the marksman rifle, if you like your DPS, then the SVD, which is the Russian looking dragon of one, is the very best, like to a point of where it's stupid. But if you do like your one shot and done sniper rifles, then the M700 or the M44. Anything else is really just going to hold you back. There are people that do argue this point because they just have their personal favourites. But if you look into the base stats, the capability of their highest rolls, the DPS versus the single shot damage, the gap is too darn large to even ponder over. So there are just some weapons that are just that damn good. Number 7. Do minimal fast travelling. Now this seems like a ball ache, running everywhere, I get it, but trust me, this is for a good reason. If you fast travel, you miss out on a lot of loot, and I do mean a lot. Materials, mainly. Once you're in endgame, recalibrating attributes becomes very, very expensive. For this, you'll need a metric scrub ton, see what I did there, of ceramic. So start building your stockpile early. Just to put it into perspective, you can currently hold a maximum of 1,200 or 1,500 of ceramic as the resource, and for the average recalibration that I do on some of my gear, it's going to cost me near enough 700 each time. So you can imagine the amount of grinding I've got to do just to keep up with my ceramic. Number 6. Deconstruct, not sell. Throughout the course of the game, you will gain plenty of in-game currency. At no point should you ever really struggle with funds, but I still see people selling rather than deconstructing. Materials, on the other hand, will be the bane of your existence. Materials can be obtained throughout exploring the map and through deconstructing or destroying items, gear, weapons, etc. Number 5. Avoid PvP. For now. Now this is a tough one to put in because I know there are a fair few people that live for the PvP, and that's fine. But I've come across so many people that have just about hit level 30 and they're instantly in the dark zone or in the conflict, getting messed around and rage quit and never play again, or at least for a while. Yes, in a lot of these environments the game balances people, putting them on roughly level playing fields. However, a lot of the hardcore PvP players have spent countless hours perfecting their builds, getting certain skills that mesh with each other, and stacking attributes. Long story short, if you go in there too early and not prepared, you are going to have a bad time. Now for the next 4 tips, these are for people that are just breaching into the world tier system or have entered the world tier system. So at number 4 I've got D&H or Araldi Holdings. Once you enter the world tier system, the game gets a fair bit harder and there is an emphasis on getting your gear score higher, a sort of rating system as it were. The higher the gear score, the more powerful you are meant to be, or at least your gear is, although this is not always 100% accurate. Now due to the increase in difficulty, for every weapon type, except marksman, try to keep at least the 3-piece bonus of D&H. This will give you a buff to your accuracy, your critical damage and your critical chance. It's generally an all-round good way to go, and it's also in a lot of late game builds as well, so if you can keep up with it, you're near enough set for late game builds. However, if you are using a marksman rifle, Araldi Holdings. This gives you a very good buff to accuracy, headshot damage and marksman rifle. Being a sniper, you want those juicy headshots. Number 3, skills. I typically tell people, those that are new to the game at least, that I come in contact with, which is quite few, to have at least 1 defense skill and 1 offensive skill. Survivability and damage. If you're playing solo, the Revive Hive is a sure bet, but there are other options just to keep your health up and or healing. As an offensive skill, the turret and attack drone are good choices for early game, though I am partial to the cluster seeker mine. Either way, manage your skills, they can be a great lifesaver. Number 2, 1 build, minimal grind. While in the world tier system, it is best to start looking at builds, but only pick 1. This seems counterproductive, but the Division 2 can be pretty damn grindy, and the game loves to never give you what you are after. So start with just a plain out, almost sketch, a rough sketch of your build, or what you're looking for. This will help you progress faster, waste minimal time, effort, and resources. It'll also help you keep the game a bit more engaging for you, because you're always just trying to better those few pieces and not mid-max them yet until you actually get into the late game. And for my number 1, like and subscribe. No, I'm joking, although that would be nice. Shade Tech and control points. Once you enter the world tier system, you can level up control points by doing the surrounding activities. If you do a control point at level 3, it will always drop a random blueprint. At your projects counter, you'll have a project called Shade Tech. All you do is donate resources. Another reason to fast travel everywhere. Once you donate these resources, it will reward you with either a gear piece or a random blueprint. These blueprints are for replica weapons and gear at the workbench. However, more importantly, they're for weapon mods. Sights, grips, magazines, muzzles. They dramatically affect how your weapon performs, so get them all. Like, really get them all. You can increase your crit chance, your crit damage, your overall weapon damage, the amount of bullets you have in your magazine, damage to elites, which if you're a PvE player is going to be like your main damage stat effectively. Just honestly, just try and get all of the weapon modification blueprints. They will help you beautifully. Anyway, that just about does it for this video, I think. I do hope this is going to help out a lot of people. I've tried to put a lot of thought into this, and there are a lot of other things that you can put into it, so I've tried to keep the list at least as minimal as possible and not be too overbearing. But like I said, I do hope it helps out, but in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Maybe click the like button, the subscribe would be nice as well. It really does help me out. I'm still a baby channel and I'm trying to go. PewDiePie, I will catch up to you. I probably never will, but yeah, in the meantime, have fun, good luck, and don't die. It's bad for the health. Sorry guys, forgot one thing. I kind of want to take this opportunity to plug, essentially, an absolutely great guy. He's helped me out no end in this game. His community is fantastic. The people he plays with that have so much knowledge are absolutely amazing. They are really, really cool people. So if you're ever in the neighborhood of Twitch and you're looking for some help in Division, just general advice, or maybe even someone to help you out in game, check out twitch.tv/DJTickle. He is absolutely fantastic. I can honestly not recommend him enough at this point. He spends pretty much day in, day out carrying people through raids. He puts a lot of his current builds that he uses to one-shot the frigging bosses in the raid. I am actually not even joking. Up on YouTube, so there'll be links to his Twitch, his Discord if I'm able, and his YouTube channel in the description below. Really do check him out. A lot of the information and advice that I give you comes from him. I'm just sort of like a secondary medium, putting my own weird little spin on it, because obviously, in case you can't tell, he's a lot more proficient in this game, but he lives to help other people in Division 2, and he is trying so hard to get the reputation of it back up. So do check him out if you are enjoying this game. That's it, I promise. I'm going now. Bye bye.